Of very hot days is expected to hit Western Mass, and medical professionals are urging those who use prescription drugs to be safe by storing and using their medications properly.
And Western Mass News reporter Glenn Kittle is getting answers on what we need to know.
A string of 90-degree days is predicted to heat up Western Mass, and the rising temperatures could have a negative effect on medications. We're getting important information from Dr. Melissa Madison, Assistant Dean of Experiential Education and Associate Professor for the College of Pharmacy at Western New England University. She tells Western Mass News, if left out in the heat for too long, active ingredients in some medications may break down, making them less effective.
It may not be as stable in a really hot car that heats up so quickly in a matter of minutes. So it can affect the stability, which will ultimately affect the efficacy for a patient of the medication.
Madison tells us on hot days, medications should be kept in a room temperature environment. However, some drugs do require you to store them in a cooler location like your fridge. Madison also tells us some medications could make you more vulnerable to the heat.
There can be an increase in phototoxicity, so you could get more of a sunburn or skin rash or irritation from certain medications, certain antibiotics like tetracyclines, fluoroquinolones, sulfa-containing drugs, antifungals, diuretics.
Madison adds beating the heat when using or storing prescription meds comes down to the basics.
Always check in with the pharmacist if you have any questions about those, but stay hydrated, stay cool, stay inside.
Madison tells us if you're traveling with prescription drugs this summer, keeping them in a cooler with ice is your best bet for safe storage. Make sure you keep them in a plastic bag. She says exposure to moisture and humidity are other ways that your drugs can lose effectiveness. Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Glenn Kittle.